How's it going, people? Bobby here once again. You might know me online as Ironhammer5, and today I'll bring you another juice video. This time we're looking at Oh My Lemon Pie by Liquid Voyage. So let's take a look at the bottle and then we'll talk about the juice. So here's the bottle. It's a nice design. I quite like the look of it. All their bottles have got these trees on. It's Liquid Voyage Oh My Lemon Pie from liquidvoyage.eu. We have a safety warning label thing on there. You can just about make it out. This is one that doesn't keep coming off and being annoying, so I haven't ripped that one off yet. Then on the side we have all the ingredients: propylene glycol, that usual stuff, keep away from children and pets. You must be 18 to use it. And then we see 0 and 6 milligram is both checked on there because this is 3 milligram, and 60-40 VG/PG is what it is standard. But you can see he wrote VG on the bottle there, and he did actually accommodate me and gave it to me in max VG because I can't vape a 60-40, and so that was very kind of him. If you leave a note in the order comments kind of section asking for max VG, I'm sure he'd be more than happy to give you that if you prefer that to a 60-40. I assume that in Sweden, where they're based, the 60-40 is a popular mix. It works in most devices, so that's probably why they make it as that in standard. But one thing I do want to note, he's written on there in like a paint pen or like a Tipex pen or something. He's written VG on there, and he's also marked the nicotine content. Take note of that, vendors. You keep writing on my bottles with marker pens and it wears off after like 2 seconds. This ain't going nowhere. I've been rubbing it and trying to make it wear off, and it isn't wearing off. So props to that. Nice bottles. And while it doesn't have a child safe cap, oh yes it does, I lied, sorry, it does have a child safe cap, and it also has a thick dripper bottle on top, which is what I like as somebody who drips. I prefer that to those thin needle ones. It just makes you get bigger drips. I just prefer it. So yes, nice soft squishy bottles too. So all awesome. Just quickly, I'll show you the how the other bottles look, so you can see that. So there's double rainbow. You can see each one has a different colour in the background. I've also got peaches and cream here in a smaller bottle. You can see it has a peachy coloured. But yeah, they all have the same kind of design. So that's the bottles for you guys. Let's talk about how it vapes. So Oh My Lemon Pie. I've got it here in the Bal, I couldn't remember what it's called then, the Bal RDA, on top of a 4.9 mech mod, which I bought this morning at my local B&M. Nice little deal they did on me there. So I really like this juice, and I'm not really a big fan of citrusy flavours, as I mentioned before, but this tastes exactly like a lemon meringue pie or something. It's sweet and lemony, and the pie crust taste in this is like the best one I've tried before. It's really tastes like a real pie, almost to the point where sometimes, you know when a pie is slightly brown and it's a little bit burnt? Sometimes it almost tricks me into thinking my wick is a little bit dry when really it's just the pastry taste. That's how realistic it is. But altogether it blends together nicely, just like a lemon. It's just like you're bitten into a lemon meringue pie. I don't know what else I can say about it. Absolutely delicious. I really love it. And for someone like me that vapes mostly dessert flavors, and they're all kind of like creamy and they're all kind of similar, and I constantly get into that stage where I can't taste a certain juice anymore, to mix it up with like a lemon meringue pie, which is still kind of desserty but lemony as well, it definitely changes things up, and it's a great one to switch between. But I have just been vaping an awful lot of it. And I'm loving this little 4.9 mech mod. I've only had it for a few hours, but very much like it. I said in my video I wanted to try another one of these bottom magnetic buttons with a hybrid connection like the tugboat, and I'm definitely enjoying it. One thing I will say about this Oh My Lemon Pie is that come out of me vapor, is that it is slightly, with most juices that I've tried that have this like pie crust kind of pastry kind of taste to it, I do notice it has a slightly stronger throat hit than some other juices, and for that reason I do prefer it at a slightly lower wattage than what I usually vape at. So I mean, I'm vaping it here anyway, I don't really care, on a like 0.28 or something, so it is quite high wattage on a mech, but a lot of the time when I've been vaping this juice, I have been vaping it on my iStick with a little single coil setup in a Quasar RDA. Still low, like 0.6 ohms, but because it's a single coil, it's a slightly lower wattage, and on the iStick I can take it down a little bit. About 20 watts I've been vaping it out on there. So I do prefer it slightly lower. If I vape it on this, that kind of throat hit from the pastry flavour. It does seem a little bit more. Still fine, like, it's not a bad thing. But I vape creamy, smooth juices most of the time. So I'm going to get a dry hit eventually on camera, and it's going to be awful, and everyone's going to laugh at me. It hasn't happened yet. I'm going to take a gamble at one more. And as I wrap this video up, I'm going to check if there's juice on there, which there really isn't. Like, I knew it was getting close. So, as I drip this, you know the score by now. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe, leave a comment. If you got any questions about anything on any of my videos, always leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer it. And Oh My Lemon Pie from Liquid Voyage is very tasty. If you want a lemon meringue pie flavoured juice, then check them out. They're over in Sweden. It only took a few days to get over here to the UK. It wasn't too bad. And Marco, the guy over there, is very accommodating and he'll look after you. So if you've got any special requests or anything for VGPG, I'm sure he'll take care of that. I've got another 4 or so Liquid Voyage juices coming up. I picked up some of the Rip Trippers juice today in my local B&M. They've started stocking that, so that'll be an interesting one to check out. Yeah, all the usual stuff. So keep watching, guys. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.